Hello, booktubers. I decided to do a challenge. We'll see how I do. Usually I fail at these, and well, you know, all you gotta do is just keep trying, right? This one's called Something Old, Something New, Something Borrowed, and Something Blue. And I was assured by the host that this was not a wedding challenge. So it is hosted by boy, isn't it funny, you get on this thing and your mind just goes completely blank. Sorry. BittenByBookLust, and her name is Blair. And this looks kind of interesting. And I think she's giving like March 15th through the end of April to do it. And I'm sure that if you want to extend it longer than that, you can. I don't know if I'll get all of these read in that time or not. But so you read something old, you read something new, you read something borrowed, and I'm going to kind of switch that a little bit, and you read something that I suppose has a blue cover or has the word blue in the title or is about blue things. What's really strange is that almost all of my selections have blue covers except for the borrowed thing. So my something old is I have very old books. And I'm going to go away for a moment because I have to go get the dust jacket to this, so just hang on. Okay, I'm back. This is my something old. Now, Blair said that you could read anything below or before 2011, but I have a lot of antique books, and I thought this was a good time to get some of those out and actually read them. So this one here was published in 1940. And this is the dust jacket. It's called The Trees by Conrad Richter, who was a very famous author at the time. And this is the first book in a series of 3, I believe. The Trees, The Fields, and I think the third one is called The Town. And the Town, I believe, is like, was a very, very famous book. So I'm going to start with, the first book in the series. And you can see this was published in 1940, and you can see that the dust jacket's kind of torn and yucky. But there's Conrad back there. This was published by Knopf. I think that's how you say K-N-O. Yeah, Alfred A. Knopf, K-N-O-P-F. I'm not sure exactly how to say it. But anyway, the hardcover is really pretty cool. That's under the dust jacket. It's cloth, and there's the side of it. So, and it has some markings on it. The book itself is not in great condition but like I say, 1940s. It has the decal edge on it. And let's see, it does have somebody's name written in the top. I purchased this at a time when I first started collecting back in 2003, and late 2003 and 2004 mostly, I went antique book crazy. I just loved them, and I have several of them, and I probably will be doing some bookshelf tours now that I've got my new toy, and I might do a couple antique book things. So we'll see. But anyway, this is the Trees, and this will be my something old, and you can see there that it was published in 1940. So old. Something new I'm going to read. Lauren Oliver's Delirium. Obviously, I purchased that this year, and Blair said that it could be any book that you purchased in 2011. It doesn't have to be written in 2011, and I was actually thinking about reading a Kate Morton, but I thought, well, if I'm going to do a 2011, let's do one that actually was written, or published, I should say, and purchased in 2011. So this is going to be my new. For my something borrowed, I don't have that book yet, and the way I'm doing this one is instead of borrowing a book like from the library or something, I went ahead and just did a book that has the word borrow in the title. And the one that I chose is called Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Michael Greenberg. And I'm going to put up a picture of the book. I'm going to order it today, and I should get it next week. And it's by Michael Greenberg. And basically it is a book about his writing life. Kind of like it's several different stories, they call them essays, and different things that happened to him throughout his life that influenced his writing. So there's mixed reviews on it, but I thought it looked really good. So I'm going to try that for my something borrowed, or the way I'm kind of stretching it a bit, the word borrow is in the title. As you can see, these books actually were all blue, but for something blue, I actually am going to pick one of my leather-bound books, and it is Horatio Hornblower. This is a series of, I believe, 11 books by C.S. Forester. This could also really qualify for something old, because these stories were written starting in 1937 through, I think, into the 50s, and for the 11 books. But it is actually blue, leather-bound. This is the second book in this series. I read the first one, which amazingly looks very similar, Beat to Quarters. And I'm actually reading these in the order in which they were written. There's also a suggested reading order, but it's not in the order they were written. It's more chronological, but I like the order they were written. So that's what I'm doing. So it'll be ship of the line for the Something Blue. I invite other people to join the challenge. This will be a video response that I will put on BittenByBookLust channel, and I will also put her YouTube address down in the comments bar. So happy challenge, everyone.